Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark, 36 yards.
And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Easy. Here we go.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And out of bounds, all the way down at the 3. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set.
Here's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Lawrence will throw.
That is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence
dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here's a give to ETN.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Lawrence.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence,
an 8-yard touchdown run.
and the Jaguars are back within a score.
Hey, kill.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he returns this to the 22.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and 3. Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tank Bigsby
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Panthers 21, Jaguars 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go, snap.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
22 needle.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Third and short yardage. Young eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Young to throw on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
The Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Pass incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right.
Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Right back to Hubbard.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Jags grab it. And now look at him go. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Yeah, quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. ETN will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. One more time with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags are back within a couple of the lead. He's got it at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Set, ready. Hut.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Young now from the 50. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Young on first down. And Shark calls it in. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Hut.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
Young now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Guerrero is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Another tote for ETN. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On play action, Lawrence.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
I got him.
Now ETN.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
This ball caught by Strange.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, listen, we know that kickers are not infallible. Every one of us knows that, but still, down by 3 in the third quarter, this is definitely a makeable distance, but he doesn't hit it quite right, and it remains a 3-point game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, the inside run.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Young. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at at their own 40-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
On the red. 11.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his second touchdown of the afternoon. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars 32, Panthers 27.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. A give, running right, it's Hubbard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Shot. 17. Hut.
Young will set to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Hubbard.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready,
2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
Young takes it on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Switch. Yellow. Ready.
Young takes it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
On the set.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hut.
Young takes it on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. The Young's going to throw for this. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
22 needle.
A first down throw for Young. And he's got it. Touchdown. DJ Chark, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
ETN up the middle. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. ETN once more.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Straight ahead, ETN.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A handoff for ETN.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they're going to speed things up here.
They go play action now. Lawrence
looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And they'll run with ETN.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're so long way away from the overtime time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball secured. Don't turn it over.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Yellow, line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Here we go. Go, 38.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
On the ready. Set, go.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.